Hello, Fired Up Squad, and I want to welcome everyone back to another episode of the Fired Up Movement podcast. Right, today's episode is going to be Beyond the Paycheck, what true financial freedom really means. And this is insight from the Designing the Life You Deserve, the vision and the blueprint. And I think we started this conversation last week. And then, yes, we are taking it deeper this week and this episode. As you know, my name is Omolola Oyewumi, fondly called Lola Wealth. I am the founder of the Fired Up Movement, and I am excited to be on this podcast today. All right, just like I said, today's topic is going to be Beyond the Paycheck, what true financial freedom really means to you. All right, so let's get started. In this space, this is where we talk about financial independence. This podcast, right? We talk about early retirement, accelerated financial independence, and of course, designing the life that you truly deserve, funded by the wealth that you create. How does that sound? Designing the life that you deserve, funded by the life that you create. So we talk about life design so much here, right? And the theme for this season also is designing the life that you deserve. So we'll be talking more around the life design, how to reach your goal, how to reach your freedom day number, which we're going to delve into, in the coming episode very soon. But I want to welcome you. Thank you so much for everyone that, listened to the first episode. Really, I talk from my heart. That first episode, I share from my heart why I started this podcast. It's just been in my mind. I want to start it way longer, but now we're able to start. And it's just for us to help ambitious professionals, driven professionals, especially those who have worked so hard, including you and I. We've built our careers, right? But we still feel so stuck. We feel like something is missing. We know that there is more. And that is why we want to really get out of a 9-to-5, get out the roller coaster, get out the rat race, and then we can live the life that we truly deserve, right? And today, I want to take us, just like I said, deeper into the conversation, because I've learned something that is very powerful. Financial freedom is not just about money, and I think I highlighted this one too in the first episode, right? It's about meaning. It's about creating that life of purpose, right? It's about creating vision for your life. And we'll talk about vision today because we're talking about vision and blueprint. Vision and blueprint. Vision is a blueprint that guides every choice you make, every decision you make, every financial decision that you make. And that's what truly financial freedom means. That is what it means. The decision, being intentional about every of your choices, right? And that is what true financial freedom means. And for many of us, I would say, our paycheck were once a dream come true, especially for me, and I will get into it shortly. We worked so hard. We worked really hard to get our degree, to get the promotion, to get that certification. We went back to school, right? We wanted that comfort, but after a while, the paycheck becomes a ceiling instead of becoming a stepping stone. Trust me, we've all been there, right? And you have realized that you are living for the next deposit, for the next paycheck. That is not purpose. That is not you working for purpose. And I will tell you that the studies are shown that 65% of professionals feel financially stuck, despite them earning more, despite all the things that they imagine. They feel stuck. Because just like I said, freedom doesn't come from the income alone. It doesn't come from that paycheck. It comes from alignment. I want it to sink in, right? Freedom comes from alignment with purpose, with fulfillment, with meaning, right? And this is the thing that I wanted to take out of here. And of course, I'll be touching on other things. Our paycheck can create control for us, right? but it can create comfort without control. We want to have comfort and we want to have control. And our paycheck might not be able to do that. And the illusion of success is doing well but not feeling fulfilled. That's success. And we have to redefine what that success means to us. It's not just about, yes, I'm doing well, but am I fulfilling purpose? Right? Am I being fulfilled in what I am doing? Another thing I want you to think about is scarcity versus the vision-driven decision. How scarcity has really held us back. We hold on tighter to what you have, right? Which is that security, right? But the vision is going to help you to build something that lasts. And I remember when I was working in corporate, I had this title, to the glory of God. I worked in my dream company, right? I have the paycheck, and I will tell you that the life that I once dreamed of, I had it. But inside of me, I knew I wasn't free, right? The environment, the culture of the company, trust me, it's great. I love the culture of Microsoft. I love it. I love what I do. I love what I do. In fact, I love what I do. But the environment and the team, there is a misalignment. And I know I was trading time for money, but not purpose for impact. Not purpose for impact. So that was a moment that I thought about it, and I realized my life was being managed by direct deposit, not by design. Even though I will tell you I achieved some great stuff, I got some certification, I pushed harder, I wanted to change a role, right? Even me leaving Microsoft was just because there was a reorg that happened. I was given an opportunity to seek for another role in other organization, right? But I thought about it, if my 3 years, my last 5 years, how it has been, if nothing changes, that is how the next 5 years is going to be. Will I find another role? Maybe, maybe not, because I was on visa and it was kind of difficult for me as immigrant professionals. You will know what I'm talking about when we talk about H-1Bs and we talk about work visa. There are some roles that you cannot just easily get into, and it could be challenging. So I thought about it and I was like, I have to choose my heart. To be in this role is hard. To look for what alignment is hard. I have to choose my heart, right? And I thought about it. I want alignment. I want to fulfill purpose. And that was when everything changed for me. That was when I decided to design my life instead of letting it happen to me. Think about that. Design life instead of life happening to you. All right, so think about it as well. But I'll be talking about vision and blueprint model. There are 3 things that I will touch on today. The vision. I want you to see that vision or clarity is currency. Vision, I will talk about blueprint, aligning decision to your vision. And then the third thing is building consistency. So let's talk about vision for a moment. I talked about clarity is currency, right? You can't build what you can't see. This is really important. I sometimes call it clarity is power. For you to be clear on what you want, what success means to you, what retirement means to you, what early retirement means to you. Clarity is power. Clarity is currency. You can't build what you can't see. So you have to be able to see it in your mind, right? And we want to ask that question like I asked myself, what do I want my life to look like 5 years from now? What do your life will look like 5 years from now? Think about it. In fact, when I was thinking about this and I thought about 10 years ago, do I have dream? Do I have where I want to get to? Yes. But is it where I want to be that I am right now? I would say 1000% more than what I would ever think. But at least I still think, my big thinking then was small thinking. But at least I still dream, I think big, right? But I will tell you, this is not where I want to be. I would have been way lower. But now look at it 10 years ago. And the same thing, I start to look at it 5 years from now, 10 years from now, where would I want to be? Right? So That is what I would say. Vision is the art of seeing what is invisible to others. Sharing my story, back when I told my husband about this, and of course I prayed about it, I know there is a conviction in me that yes, I want to start my own thing, even though I have a couple businesses that I started, and of course, because of visa and all of that, you cannot even, start some work because of all of those restrictions. So immediately, I was able to get situated with my papers and all of that. I started full blown my business and all of that. I have 1099, and I told my husband, I want to do this and I want to retire. It was just like retire, my retiree wife, and I'm like, no, it's not like that. So sometimes people will not see it. Vision is the art of seeing what is invisible to others. When I told him I want to do this, it was like, no. In fact, of course, he supported me at a point and all of that. But when life now started lifing, when bills are coming and all of those things, and in fact, guess what? There was a property that time that was supposed to be bringing in money, because sometimes you have this plan and you have all of these things planned out. Like, okay, if I have this revenue here and here and here, I have multiple income. I am well situated. But sometimes things don't go as we planned, right? So this property wasn't giving money as we planned, and instead it was sinking our savings and all of that and getting into debt because of this. And then we have to eventually get rid of that property. So reality hit, right? And then my husband was like, you have to get back to work, and all of that. Give me your resume. Let me start. Like, nah, no, I don't want it, right? And because I have to move from one state, because we have to relocate to another state and all of that, I have to close my 3 businesses and then start all over again. Fired up squad. We have to start all over again in terms of the business. And that is reality, right? Sometimes we are scared. Sometimes we are fearful because of the unknown. And it's okay, right? So I have to tell my husband, please give me 6 months, please give me 1 year. We will be back on our feet and all of that. And like, okay, I need the support. So what am I saying is this: vision is the art of seeing what is invisible to others. I'm the one seeing it. I'm the one seeing that this thing is going to work. I'm the one, putting it out there. I'm the one doing all of those things. But it's very important we have that vision. See it before you build it. So that when you are sharing your vision, some people might not understand, but you're able to stand with your conviction, right? That's the first thing. The second thing is blueprint. You want to align decision to vision, right? Your blueprint is your financial strategy plus the life design plan. You have to have a life plan, and I call it life design plan. What do you want to do, right? Every investment, every new stream of income, every decision must align with your vision statement. And I have my here, right? My vision statement, my mission statement, the question I consider, and I write it out here. I look at it because when life is lifing, when those clients won't close, when, proposal won't give in, when so many things, challenges come, you want to remember and see it. Is every decision I'm making aligning with my vision, right? Which is very critical. If your daily choices don't match your desired life, you are building someone else's dream. Think about that. If your daily choice don't match your desired life, you are building someone else's dream. So it has to align. Everything, every decision, every choice you make really have to align with your dream. All right, that's it. Then the third thing I want to talk about is build consistency, brick by brick. And I was sharing in the last episode, like how would you eat an elephant? One bite at a time, right? True freedom comes from small, consistent action. And I know if you are in this space for personal development, I listen to Jim Rohn a lot, right? I listen to Jim Rohn, and he talks about the power of consistency, power of personal development, and all of that. And these have been things that I listen to that have shaped my life, right? I won't say I'm very good at consistency. No, I build my discipline day by day, build my consistency day by day. There are some times that there is no motivation, right? There are some times that health issues will come, right? family issues will come up, right? Because you have already set up a system, or because you have already set up your routine, even if you are not going to get motivated, you know what? You're going to stand up and still do that, which you need to do, because your consistency is going to pave way. And there is a study by Fidelity that says that 82% of millionaires that are self-made, they do not become self-made millionaire by luck, but because of their daily intentionality. They are deliberate about their choices. They are intentional about their choices, right? And I want to connect this again with the financial independence and early retirement, the FIRE movement that we'll talk about, right? This is designing wealth with purpose. You want to design wealth with purpose, not by chance. We don't live on a default lane. We live on a design lane. We don't live on a pilot, like just living our life. We live by design, right? And then let's talk about redefining retirement. I talk about this in my community and all of places where I speak about. But now, beyond the paycheck, let us redefine freedom. Yes. So when it comes to freedom and early retirement, it is living fully, full living, like living on your own terms, right? Living on your own terms. Freedom is waking up with choices, not with obligation. True freedom is having money serve your purpose, not define it. Money shouldn't define your purpose. It should serve your purpose. It should become a servant. You should send your money on an errand, right? Let your money go work for you. Let it go work hard for you. And freedom is designing wealth that allows you to give, to grow, and to glow. Oh, wow. I like that. Okay. Freedom is designing the wealth that allows you to give, to grow, and to glow. Give, grow, glow. That's good, right? So the goal isn't just not more money. I want to earn more money. I want to fill the gap between where I am right now and my Freedom Day number. No, the goal is living life on your own terms. Just like I always say, live life on your own terms. Design that retirement on your own terms. So what does freedom means to you? I want you to think about it. Please journal, write over it, pray over it, right? Sometimes because we might think, oh, this is what it means, but down in our soul, it could mean something else. And if we do real soul search, we can find what true freedom is for you. What would your day look like if money were no longer the reason or the excuse? Just think about it. If we remove money from the equation, if money is being removed from the equation, what bold choice can make you make this month, this season, this quarter, move you closer, to the life that you want, to the life that you desire? Your wealth journey is personal, my dear friends, my dear professional, my dear driven professional, my dear immigrant professional, my dear women in corporate. What wealth journey will you say for you? I will say it's personal, right? But you can't measure progress without knowing where you stand. And that is why I created the FIRE Readiness Assessment. And it's a diagnostic tool that helps you see exactly where you stand, where you are on your financial independence journey. This is the right time. This is the time now to know your numbers, know the gap, and start building your blueprint with clarity. Please, I want you to take that assessment. The link is in the description. Take the assessment today. If you haven't if you haven't joined our community, the Fired Up Collective, this is our tribe for professionals, for immigrant professionals, for mid-career professionals that are designing wealth with purpose, with legacy, with fulfillment. We don't wait for freedom, we design it. Yes, we do not wait for freedom. We don't live in someday I'll do this. Someday I will create that account. Someday I will start that business. No. We do not wait for freedom. We design it. redesign it. All right. Thank you so much for hearing me. My name is Omolola Oyewumi, fondly called Lola Wealth, your fired up queen. And remember, you don't stumble into the life that you deserve. You design it. Design the life that you deserve, funded by the wealth that you are creating. Thank you so much for listening to me today. Please take the Fire Readiness Assessment, join our community, and I will see you next time. Stay blessed and have a wonderful day. Thank you. Bye for now.